If you thought the notch on the next iPhone was gonna go out like that, let's just say Apple is getting a bit creative, as yes, new reports keep saying that Apple will kill the notch, but what we're getting is not necessarily a punch hole. OnePlus just revealed the 10 Pro in a very odd way, as we only got to see it bit by bit. And believe it or not, John Deere just showed us a tractor that kind of makes Tesla's autopilot look bad. I'm Jaime Rivera, and yes, we are at CES 2022. This is pretty much our makeup studio. Stay tuned for more coverage throughout the week, and if you're looking for Galaxy S21 FE content, there's another video I'll be linking to. This is Pocketnow Daily. Today is pretty much official news day, or at least most of it. Let's start with Garmin. Yes, for all of you asking what watch I'm wearing all the time, it's a Garmin Fenix 6 Pro Solar, and today we got some new announcements that have me pretty excited. The company announced two new watches today with the Venu 2 Plus and the vivomove Sport. Now, the Venu 2 Plus is probably my favorite, as this is a continuation of Garmin's more modern smartwatches at an aggressive price. It features a stainless steel chassis paired with their new 20mm quick release bands. It has a 1.3-inch AMOLED display with an optional always-on mode. It provides Garmin's 24/7 health monitoring and includes your heart rate, fitness age, and so much more. Some new features that come with this watch is the ability to make phone calls by just pressing a button and trigger your voice assistant of choice, and better support for music streaming services. It'll be available in 3 color variants starting at $450. When it comes to the vivomove Sport, this is the latest installment of their hybrid series with a tiny LCD bar at the bottom of the display that shows you your data. It features a 1-year-long battery, 5 ATM rating for swimming, and it will retail for $180. I'm really looking forward to trying that Venu 2 Plus, and of course, more details are in the description. Let's move on to John Deere. I know you've seen my stories in Iowa, and for those of you asking why Deere is at CES, let's just say their technology is making Tesla's autopilot look kind of dated. John Deere just announced a fully autonomous tractor here at CES. Think of this as a system that can be adapted to whatever compatible tractors they already have in the market in order to make them fully autonomous. Why existing tractors? Well, this is actually the culmination of nearly 20 years of work, where their current tractors already do self-driving. All they needed was extra brains to get the driver out of the seat. This new autonomy kit features 6 pairs of stereo cameras that capture a 360-degree view around the tractor. This is then ran and analyzed by machine vision algorithms that spot obstacles and deals with them. This means that the farmer simply has to pull out his phone and swipe on the controls to literally just start the tractor doing its work from wherever he wants, only having to return once every 8 to 10 hours in order to give some fuel or move it from field to field. And bear in mind, the reason why this makes Tesla's technology look bad is because it's not just driving, it's also doing all the work behind it. Now, if the algorithm spots something unexpected, images from the cameras will be sent to their teleoperators that will manually check the obstacle and detect if it's a false positive, or they will alert the farmer through the mobile application. With the shortage of labor that farming is currently dealing with, I think this is one of the coolest solutions that I've seen at CES so far. Now, sticking to official news that honestly feel like leaks, let's talk about OnePlus and their upcoming flagship. After several months of leaks and rumors, the company just revealed the OnePlus 10 Pro in an unorthodox fashion. The company surprised us yesterday by posting some pictures to their social media accounts, but then simply showing us the design of the phone, no release dates or specifications. And for starters, I mean, the final design follows all the leaks that we saw, where we get a squared camera hump that looks like the iPhone 13 Pro Max and the Galaxy S21 Ultra had a baby. Yes, this is a quad camera rocking another Hasselblad collaboration, but the fourth sensor has a P2D50T branding, and your guess is as good as mine as to what it does, but it's got this cool LED light around it. But from the images, we also see that we're getting 2 different color variants, being matte black and green. Now, with the design being officially out now, we expect this phone to be launched pretty soon, and even though we don't have any specifications, or at least official ones, we can at least expect it to be powered by the Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. I mean, well, let's see, because I have mixed feelings about this announcement. And finally, for the hottest news today, let's switch gears onto some leaks for the next generation iPhones. There's been a ton of reports from trusted sources claiming that Apple will finally get rid of the iPhone's notch this year in favor of a punch hole, and now we get some new details from Mark Gurman. In his latest newsletter, he claims that Apple is looking into implementing a pill-shaped punch hole cut out for the iPhone 14 Pro's front-facing camera, a la Huawei. There were also rumors of us getting an on-display fingerprint sensor, but it looks like it won't be making the cut. Currently, Face ID works by housing multiple sensors like a flood illuminator, IR blaster, the selfie camera, and more, and Apple would look into cramming the selfie camera along with all these extra sensors into that pill-shaped punch hole instead of giving us the current notch or Touch ID back. We're not sure on the size of the punch hole just yet. If they plan to put every single Face ID sensor in there, then I would probably be too optimistic that it'll be small, but on the bright side, there have been patents here that show that Face ID components are working under the display, so maybe those could be ready by then. It could probably mean that some sensors would be out and then the pill shape would be for others that require to be at the surface level. So yeah, iPhone 14 Pro with a pill-shaped punch hole instead of the notch. I mean, what do you think about this change? Or would you prefer Touch ID instead? Because honestly, I mean, for the price of the Pro iPhones, we should be getting both. But that's just me. Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. You can also follow us on social media. Our extended coverage happens on Instagram, and follow me on my personal handles to see Diego and me be in Vegas. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.